In 2001, Mark Wahlberg dressed up as a space boy and plays spaceman to shoot himself into space, into hyperspace, to save an abandoned space monkey. In doing so, dooming the human race and letting it take over by apes. And rewriting history somehow. And that is the twist to 2001 Planet of the Apes. You save a monkey's life you put your life on the line to save a space monkey. Doing so, the universe fucks you over. Because that monkey's your best friend. And the monkey will grow into an ape. And somehow makes the Planet of the Apes the whole thing happens with the Planet of the Apes. It's like, I don't know how that happens. Makes sense as much as the other rest of the movie does. For the ending of the first one movie. So, let me get this straight. In the first one, they were on Earth the whole time, and the humans been enslaved and lost their intelligence in society, and common sense, and that all goes to the apes of the planets that run everything. And you think the whole movie that they're in space on a different planet. Then you find out, hey, they're on Earth the entire time. But in this one, it's somehow more confusing. Because in this one, the remake, and I don't like the original one, okay? Planet of the Apes movie, I give that 0 out of 10, the same score I'm giving this one. A 0 out of 10. That's my review on both movies. And this one makes less sense because, you know, you have a guy like a rookie astronaut that son wants to put his on life for his best friend, which is a monkey. A space monkey for some reason. And, you know, when he gets back into hyperspace, after learning back on Earth, he realized the things changed a bit, and now the world's run by apes, but he's got from space where the planet's run by, so now I guess the whole cosmic stuff is run by apes in the universe. And the humans are now involved in Fuji. I'm trying to figure this out because it never gets resolved. There's no follow-up to 2001's one, like there was for the originals, to give a closure on that kind of confusing cliffhanger, also conclusion. And I really hate the first one. Yeah, it doesn't make sense in hindsight, but hindsight doesn't matter if the entire franchise is absolute crap of the original Planet of the Apes franchise, you know? Look, the Planet of the Apes franchise always thought was a good concept. Have an apes being more involved in that, more involved in the human race. Which I think the only one that I think that we never got a good Planet of the Apes one until like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. At least to what it could be in hindsight, you know? You know, why didn't you sugarcoat it? I hate all of them except for the main trilogy that, Matt Reeves did. I hate all the Planet ones outside the Matt Reeves ones, probably because they all don't make any sense in hindsight, and you're trying to connect the dots. And it's not really fair to the audience or to a moviegoer to love something and leave questions and then starting to love something. I think the only reason why people love the first one is because once you get through the original, all of the movies, it all makes sense, the majority of it. But without the contents of those other movies that connected to the original movie, it sounds like straight up nonsense. The writers have lost their fucking minds. Now, I know it kind of railing on, but I'm just saying both of them are equally as bad and as equally as brilliant, and both of them are a fucking mess of a movie. The remake from 2021 of 2000, the year 2001, and the one from the 60s or 50s, the original one called Planet of the Apes. Both of them are they're the same level of quality to me. As they both suck. Because, you know, when a movie starts making me raise questions at the end, I'm going to hate the movie whatever I thought of it before, because you're building up something, but I don't know why you're doing this. Look, maybe it made more sense than it probably. Chances are, it's been a while since I've looked at the book that both movies are based off, but chances are that the ending made a lot of sense in the book that both movies are based on, called Planet of the Apes. Because with adaptations, they're more they're not really as concerned of to tell a coherent narrative and do justice to it. They're trying to figure out, hey, how can we make this poetic and not fuck narrative direction? Because our vision is a vision. So who needs narrative structure, right? Because that's what this movies are telling me, you know? Of how these people think. And how both movies are structured feels backwards. Both movies feel backwardly structured. Like, you know how the Memento movie was structured backwards and told story in reverse? But that was the intention? Well, in the remake and original, it feels like that's what's going on. Except that's not what's going on. You're seeing it in chronological order. But because you're more confused by the end, it only feels like that way. For the remake and the original of Planet of the Apes. So yeah, fuck these movies. I hate them. I give them a 0 out of 10. Subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up to this video.